A Onslaught. I guess we do know that we are approximately an hour live broadcasting. However, we are getting this done, and we do feel sorry for that. Just got word that the chairman will make himself heard, let alone make himself seen later on tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get active.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 185 pounds.
So, of course, here is Money Making Matt. As he says, he decided to call out anyone that dared to oppose him. Pretty much ahead of SWA's Danger Zone 2, which will be happening. It will be happening on the 28th. As a matter of fact, I need to see what date that on. I'm praying it's on the weekend. Okay, never mind. We're gonna host fucking Danger Zone. Well, Danger Zone 2 will be hosted on the 29th for night 1. So, of course, as Money Making Matt was already in ring. Wait, the opponent, who just happened to be a returning star,
Texas, weighing in at 185 pounds, Tony Ford.
Yes, you heard that correct. Pretty much the original Outlaws, XWA, one half of the, pretty much the Outlaws of XWA. We have, Tony Ford is back from a long due hiatus. Of course, after his brother ended up winning the XWA heavyweight title, which, of course, the title reign didn't even start that long, let alone even started. So now he had to regain the title. Well, yes, he had to regain the title in order to officially start his title reign. But before he could do that, he had to go ahead and kick down that speed bump that is on the road. And that would be Money Making Matt. Matt is already starting off hot as he is going solo in this matchup tonight. Already missing a follow-up. And after Tony Ford, wait a second, looking like Money Making Matt going for some sort of some suplex onto Tony Ford, trying to put him out. But now, Tony Ford is actually going through it here in this matchup. So now, as Money Making Matt, willing to target the hamstring of Tony Ford here. It's already looking that Tony Ford is not doing his absolute best. Not only doing his possible worst. Outside the ring, looking at Money Making Matt going to take a high risk into a high flying cutter. So the Money Making Matt just showcasing pretty much his raw strength, let alone overall asshole-like demeanor. Looking at Tony Ford might be able to capitalize on his own opportunity, let alone his in-ring comeback. And now he's all fired up by looking to finish off your money-making match. And Steam. But now Terry Ford is ready to buck horns on the money-making match, but Matt successfully countered. And now whatever money-making Matt will have plans here, it seemed like those plans had to be cut short due to Tony Ford breaking himself free. And Tony Ford just showcasing the games. Yes, we already know you'd be constantly hitting the gym way before this match could even happen. No need to show it. They're hugging the leg here tonight. Might make a match kicked out of one. That Tony Ford now needs to figure out well, pretty much everything and just needs to at least play his cards correctly. And if he doesn't play his cards right, then he might lose. Also, starting this Thursday, we will be hosting a tournament on who will be going. Well, actually, no, we might as well just take the tournament off tonight, and it will end this Thursday. So they go for all three brands: Onslaught, Underground, No Limits. And looking at Tony Ford just dropping money-making Matt on the edge of the ring and gets the win.
Here is your winner, Tony Ford.
Tony Ford. I don't have that many wrestlers for damn. Not that many wrestlers for like Onslaught. I might just have to ditch the whole fucking script and just let fucking underground wrestlers be a part of main roster. At least a few of them, but not all of them. Now for the second matchup of tonight. Yeah, the second matchup of the night will of course be Ashley Cruz accompanied by Dark Matter versus Nicole Anderson. that for Dark Matter to get ready to go to work tonight. Surprisingly enough, they're not fighting as a full trio.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Ashley Cruz.
Before I got really interrupted, we have seen Ashley Cruz and Samantha JP end up getting their matches, but Tony Ford decided to remain on the sidelines for whatever reason. But who can blame her? I mean, she's just trying to at least lay out her battle plans, let alone her overall strategy going into Danger Zone 2. And she's just hoping that she doesn't end up running into both of her sisters along her merry way. Because Tony Ford is saying that she has a plan to secure all gold in SWA. And this may get put into play after Danger Zone 2. Only if someone would have to stop them beforehand. And I got invited to a party for whatever reason. That's fucking my foot join up. Let's see what he wants. Yo, Zane, what's up?
I didn't think you were actually gonna join. I figured you were doing the stream.
Well, it's kind of ironic because the third match is probably going to be a little interesting.
I seen on the stream.
Cool.
Guy fucking like a leprechaun over there.
So of course, while these two participants are making their entrance, surprisingly enough, Zane is in the Onslaught arena as we are looking to have an interview with him. So Zane, what do you have to say going into NWA Danger Zone 2, possibly teaming up with your best friends after you've been locked in a casket for a week? Do you have any battle plans, let alone an overall strategy in order to win in a possible tag team match for Danger Zone 2? Okay, no answer, good. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Dane Auditore's interview. Back to the match. Anyways, after the camera had been cut from backstage, we are now being welcomed of Nicole Anderson that, surprisingly enough, is already in ring. And I just heard sound of cameras in which we don't even see him in the crowd for whatever reason. And now the match is underway, and Ashley Cruz is now throwing Nicole Anderson straight into the corner and following it up with a more of whatever the hell she was attempting to do, but surprisingly missed. Managed to connect with the springboard cutter. Attempted to go with the big boot, but it never connects, you know. And now throwing Nicole Anderson into the corner. Nicole gets out of that situation, taking down Ashley Cruz and following up with some at least aim to the head punches. And now Nicole trying to get a hold but Ashley Cruz, but wait a second, as Ashley now pretty much going with some sort of head tap to Nicole Anderson as Nicole goes for some sort of judo throw into a follow-up with running splash. And Ashley Cruz is not taking pretty much nothing for a simple answer, dropping Nicole Anderson with the elbow. And now it seems that Ashley Cruz might have a clever idea on taking home the win for her overall team. Hooking the leg here. Nicole Anderson kicked out at 1. Now Ashley Cruz gets targeted the elbow. Almost the same elbow that Nicole used to get herself out of the corner towards the very start of the match. It's whatever Ashley Cruz is doing, slamming Nicole onto the ring with the power bomb and yanking her to like one side of the ring to the other. And now Nicole managed to prevent what could have been almost trouble for her. Now Nicole just throwing Ashley Cruz into the ropes and looking to follow that out with the knee, hooking the leg here, hopefully to put away Dark Matter temporarily. But Ashley Cruz resiliency begs to differ. And looking at Nicole Anderson might be able to capitalize, making the leap to the outside, although she is pretty much making a wide choice, missing the spear of Ashley Cruz and making her pay for it by putting her back first onto the mat outside of the ring. And now just throwing Ashley Cruz into the barricade, but Ashley Cruz is saying, "No, we're not doing any of barricade shenanigans." It seemed that ever since Ashley Cruz had decided to join Dark Matter, it seemed like she doesn't care about nothing else but winning, because she was not taking a lose, let alone a simple loss, for an answer. It's like she is on a mission, or let alone she has one goal in mind, and that was to get her title that she worked so hard for back. Unfortunately, the opponent that she wanted to get it back. Wait a second! And it looked like the rear naked choke locked in by Ashley Cruz. Overall, she doesn't have the upper arm strength to complete the hold. And now Nicole Anderson going for what seemed to be another springboard cutter. It looks like Ashley Cruz may just be in trouble. But Ashley Cruz is attempting to regain total control in this matchup. And whatever Ashley Cruz is planning to do, just driving Nicole into one corner and now doing the same to the other. Now looking like Ashley Cruz might just actually have taken control in this matchup. Of course, Nicole Anderson is just attempting to escape, but already being like hunted down by Ashley Cruz. It looked like Nicole capable of fighting back, at least trying to put down one of the fastest members. And now seems like both of them are now trading blows to each other, and many people are trying to figure out who will win in this let alone battle, or who will just fall first. And it looked like Nicole might be able to secure victory after managed to counter and deliver the chop. But Ashley Cruz is not backing down for whatever reason. And now both of them are really getting it on in the middle of the ring. It looks like Ashley Cruz might just have a simple advantage, hoping to at least put away Ashley. Well, no, not Ashley, but Nicole end up being put away here, hooking the leg here for tonight. And Nicole Anderson kicked out at 2, which what could have been kicking out at 3. And now Ashley Cruz is trying to figure out any way possible that she could get a win here, or pretty much end up maintaining a small winning streak she is developing. Because overall, ever since joining Dark Matter, she has been quite unstoppable with her getting multiple wins back to back. So now Ashley Cruz might have almost one simple plan to put away Nicole Anderson as Ashley is taken to the top rope and looking for the insane elbow. Hook in the leg. And Nicole kicks out from the elbow drop. And looking at Ashley Cruz is even surprised for herself, not expecting Nicole to kick out. And so Ashley Cruz is trying again with the insane elbow straight to the neck of Nicole Anderson, hooking the leg here in the center of that WA Onslaught ring. And the winning streak continues on. And you could have seen it like a bit of a replay from on ringside of both Ashley, well, not Ashley, but both Tony and Samantha JP looking a tad bit worried that Ashley Cruz might just be vulnerable to a loss here. But thankfully for them, it's not happening just yet. Also, I just realized that Ashley Cruz's whole makeup is gone. Huh. So that's funny. So of course, as we are getting into our possible next match here, but before we get into our next match, But before we get into our next match, a word from our sponsor. Also, Zane, I recommend you might want to show up in stream unless you already are, because I believe this next one is going to get a little bloody. So of course, as we do see Zane Auditory pretty much just catering backstage, and I'm getting word for whatever happening. It's not looking good, because honestly, the whole backstage arena is just pretty much full of pretty much just full of it in this case. And no one should ever be backstage, especially during the 3 brands. The only brand I can think of is No Limits. I never had any. But wait a second! Could it be? It's Avi Osa! He managed to break himself out of the casket and saying that him and Jimmy have unfinished business. It seems like Javi is not, well, pretty much done with whatever Jimmy did, because Osa has promised that he will seal away Jimmy in that casket. Well, pretty much, I believe, last or 2 weeks ago. Hell if I know. I never keep up with any of the schedules. But now, Javi is back, and he is pissed. And of course, Dane, well, pretty much, it would have already been, well, no, it wouldn't already been, but it would have been slightly confusing, let alone, it would have already been a concern since, well, Dane was, well, pretty much was having an interview backstage, although he belonged on No Limits. So now, with that concern, and the fact, it had been revealed that Zayn was the person that broke his best friend, well, Javi, out of the casket. But wait a second, it seems like the mission here, looking like that Jimmy is trying to at least choke the life out. Well, Osa, and whatever Osa has planned here, and now he wants to take this fight to the interviewing area for XWA, which surprisingly says Raw for whatever reason. Thankfully, we are moving away from that. But now there's a possibly, whatever Osa has planned for Jimmy, it is not going to look well enough. So now as Osa, and now just feeling a tad bit of pain here, and now attempting to try at least make Osa submit. But looking like Osa not taking anything, whatever that Javi is going for. Now trying to throw forever Jimmy just across backstage. Like, what the hell is Osa looking to implement on forever Jimmy? And of course, if we could at least get the chairman to hopefully break this match up before anything else, or let alone the worst to happen. Looking like Javi might have pretty much a dastardly, let alone a bloody idea to get rid of forever Jimmy. But whatever he's thinking here, pretty much going for a flip neck breaker. And that is something that you never want to be, or at least be on the receiving end. Like, you never want to be on the receiving end of like a cutter, or let alone a neck breaker at all. And now the fight being taken to the garage area, well, at the backstage, and looking at forever Jimmy may have a slight advantage taking down the hood. Wait a second, looks like Javi might just got a burst of speed, let alone burst of stamina. at Jimmy. And we can't even tell what's going on, but now Gabby is standing tall alongside with Forever Jimmy. And of course, with Gabby just slamming Jimmy flat on the tarmac, but looking to plant his face in it as well. Welcome back, Gabby Osa, to Onslaught. It looks like he is not finished at all. Well, yeah, I guess. So it seemed like Gabby, or as Dame what to call him, but by his alternate name YB, is back, and he is back with a vengeance. Now, yes, I did say XWA Underground wrestlers might show up. And ain't this just a little bit of a surprise? Former rivals going up against each other for God knows how many times they have fought. Let me check something. Oh fuck, he left. Sorry about that. But of course, this is technically almost the final match before going into the main event of tonight.
Making his way to the ring from Rochester, New York, weighing in at 235 pounds.
Also, we would like to announce that Hunter made it, well, the announcement long before, pretty much like 5 hours before Onslaught tonight, saying that due to XWA Danger Zone being taking place, pretty much taking place approximately this week, he has announced that this Wednesday night, well, either this Tuesday or Wednesday night, XWA Underground, a special episode of XWA Underground is set to take place with the special start time, well, no special start time, but it will be available at 8, either this Tuesday or Wednesday.
And his opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 215 pounds.
Also, yes, I am also eating food and watching Monday Night Raw on my phone. Now the match has already begun. So October immediately playing down Hurtful 1100 PM at XWA Underground. And ultimately confirmed by the chairman that Well, yes, it had been confirmed by a chairman that Hunter, or at least for someone. Now looking at Hunter just wants the crowd to be on their feet. But now the Cobra will allow it, and Cobra using a little bit of athleticism, let alone what acrobatic skills for himself, trying to get the edge of battle, slamming Hunter onto the ring. Now looking to try to go for some snap slam and a twirl-a-whirl face wash. Wait a second! They go for some front flip cutters at Cobra. Surprised we managed to miss the move, so that's definitely going in the highlight reel, but it's almost looking like, see, like both men were attempting to trade blows, and there it is, the snap slam of Cobra. Top rope now, looking at Cobra, want to do something with the spiral trap. And look at that, like Hurtful managed to tank the attack full head on. But whatever that Hunter thinking of is possibly giving for Cobra a literal injury straight for the brain. You gotta remember, not only Hunter is a respectable fighter, but he is also willing to pretty much unalive his opponent if it so calls for. As Hunter did also promise that due to how technically strong he is and how quick he is in the ring, he nearly killed someone in a wrestling ring. But thankfully, he has come to his senses and tried to keep his opponent safe rather than himself. Now that's what I call keeping an eye out for the people. Okay, you see, Hunter used to not care for his opponents in the ring, but now, ever since NYS actually had to make him realize about it, and like Hunter tried to call off the match. Sure, he is the underground GM, but not the GM of the No Limits at Onslaught. And that's exactly what we meant, that Hunter can actually be as ruthless as he wants to. However, he chooses to have respect for his opponent. And that may get the hell, it might end up changing upon Danger Zone, depending on his opponent. Now going for a suplex, tiger suplex, I assume. As medium exploder suplex onto Cobra, as Cobra managed to get out of it, hooking the leg here for the win. Hunter kicked out of 2. And whatever Hunter is thinking of, and might be thinking of using his brother's finisher, the kill switch, but not going for a pin. Now he is. Cover the leg here. And Hunter gets shoulders up before 3. And of course, Cobra actually does love a good fight in the evening. So with this type of fight, Cobra actually feels honored to fight, well, Hurtful. Wait a second, it's looking like Cobra now taking a tiny little leap onto Hunter and taking Rig with the Tornado DDT. put his whole body on the line. That Cobra is showing no sign. They're showing no sign of stopping. Whatever. Hunter had planned. Wait a second. Now going for the lima winches. And now hooking the leg. But wait a second. He not putting. Well, hooking both of his legs onto the middle rope, but it doesn't work. And you can even tell that Hunter Lee did say, "Damn it," because it didn't work. And what is this? And look at that Cobra trying to untie the turnbuckle, but might have put himself into a trap. A Cobra managed to land a second kill switch onto Hurtful. As Cobra just looking on, thinking that he might have just killed him. But luckily, it hadn't. And the fight continued, but it looked like Cobra now had him locked in into a sleeper hole, of which and Hurtful managed to try and crawl to safety, but not in the lights of the Pittsburgh Rottweiler, because once that chain is let loose, it pretty much is like a rabid dog chasing after a bone, or pretty much its prey. But now Hunter has him up for the Labyrinthine Virgin 2, but the ref calls the rope break as the move happened near the rope. Cobra wisely rolling out of the ring after taking such a power bomb. And here comes Hunter with the suicide dive. As it could be Hunter's last and final match until Danger Zone. I must have missed something. Yeah, whatever. Of course. Both men are just staring down each other eye to eye and looking at Cobra going to try again for the tornado DDT. And Hunter now starting to think that Cobra reminds, well, Hurtful of MYS, which is kind of ironic because both of them are brothers, and with the way that Hurtful landed pretty much his legs connecting to the apron, it does not look well. And now Cobra attempted to, or at least for Hunter to attempt a suicide dive, he missed and slams himself onto pretty much the barricade. And looking at Cobra, now trying to put away Hurtful and win by count now. If none of them cannot win due to the pin, and here comes Cobra with another tornado DDT out onto ringside. And looking at Cobra, I guess might be able to put down and try and make sure Hurtful does not get in his way. as he continued his mission and XWA Underground, or possibly having one of his last ever danger zones. And there it is with the spear. Now it's Hurtful being rolled back into the ring. Cobra going up top and kind of make that elbow drop connect, but Hurtful moved out of the way in time as Hurtful slams Cobra down with the power bomb. And now whatever Hunter is going with, now going for the boot face wash again, and Hunter taking to the top rope, and a frog splash connect, hooking the leg. But Cobra kicked out at 2.9. As Hunter cannot believe it for himself. It's like, what can he do to keep Cobra down for 3 seconds? Or drop the lamb and the knee, but looking like Hurtful just wants Cobra up. And looking that Cobra now has Hurtful right where he wants him, into the kill switch, hooking it. And Cobra gets victory.
Here is your winner.
And after a well-fought battle, and yet this fight is actually called for, pretty much for bragging rights. Pretty much this match was actually made just for bragging rights between Cobra versus Hurtful Shadows. Because they have been rivals, but technically they're now friends in a way. Well, ladies, my mic got cut off, but don't worry about that. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event of tonight. And from what... But now time for our main event of tonight. But wait a second. It's looking like the main event has been decided at the general... Well, pretty much at the chairman himself will be fighting. And as of course, as Anti will decide he just wants to have a friendly match, that he hasn't laced up a pair of boots in almost 2 years that he's been decided to own XWA, but now he decided to book himself a match against XWA's No Limits own Zane Auditore. As Anti decided to make a deal with him, saying that pretty much has said that if Zane wins, that he might just get a guaranteed title opportunity. Now it's that for Zane to take it or not. Also, I haven't made a couple of times on for you know who. And the lighting.
From New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay, 2K, if you end up seeing this, this is your sign to fix the lighting. Because many people had laid at you on Twitter for this. That and online servers, although I don't have evidence, but I do have evidence of this. So, at least just fix the lighting in turn for the stage ramp, because it's kind of scuffed and it kind of ruined things. And just saying. But now it's pretty much Denver Lucas. Yes, that is Anti's literal real name. He is in ring, and he is ready for a fight against the in-ring assassin.
And his opponent from Bismarck, North Dakota, weighing in at 230 pounds.
And of course, Dane Auditore is just ready and able for a battle. Both men are ready to go. It also looks like that Dane has also been hitting the gym as well. I managed to get himself a bit of muscle before Danger Zone. It's always looking like with the insane speed of Anti here. I managed to get almost a little bit of the upper hand in this match. Planted Dane Auditore into the bottom turnbuckle, and hey, you cannot count out like the literal chairman. If you want to like screw him over, then he will screw you over. Cause that's literally the boss man himself in a wrestling ring. Mind you, hasn't wrestled in almost 2 years exact. And he hasn't lost his touch since, but looking that Anti and not pumping the brakes for no one, trying to break the hamstring, let alone break the whole leg of Dane Auditore. And did it for your main event. Wait a second now, looking like Denver Lucas now has, well, pretty much Dane Auditore into the Luca lock. They managed to get himself out of it. Now looking that Denver Lucas might be able to use almost a little bit of opportunity carrying with Dane is slamming him onto the mat. But now looking at Denver Lucas now just driving, or at least attempting to drive Dane into the mat, but looking at Dane, looking that he is itching to take flight, and here he comes into missing the suicide dive, as Dane say, remember buddy, this is a no-fly zone. That the match is just gonna keep on going. It looks like Dane is utilizing pretty much that bladed arm to his overall advantage. Although we do know it's highly illegal for Dane to be possessing an illegal weapon in a wrestling ring. However, Denver Lucas decided, you know what, you can go ahead and use that weapon, because it won't be enough to put me away. So in this case, some illegal weapons are illegal. For whatever reason, back inside the ring now for both men. It looks like Anti attempting to hook the leg here. Dane Auditore kicks out. Also, looks like we got an actual video package for WrestleMania 40. Too bad I'm not going to it because, number one, I don't like getting on planes. And that's technically it. I would love to go to WrestleMania, but unfortunately that ain't gonna happen. But anyway, back to the match. It looks like Dane is ready to go for the Bismarck torpedo. Hook in the leg. And Dane thought he have had it. But Denver kicked out at 2.9. Now Denver Lucas just trying to utilize pretty much his overall speed. Come on, you Denver Lucas have ran track and field. Well, in his high school, Lalo college days, hook in the leg, Dane Auditore. And even Dane kicked out at a 2.9. Now Denver Lucas is taken to the top rope. Now realizing Dane Auditore is back up. And look at that, Denver Lucas decides to get down because he could only, for whatever move he was planning, he could only use while Dane was down. Look at that, Dane might just have a clever idea on how he can put down the chairman of XWA. And there's that falling knee. And Denver Lucas is just trying to at least catch his breath. But it won't be enough. And Dane Auditore managed to get Denver Lucas outside the ring and the senton drop. And I'm looking at Dane may have popped a shit ton of steroids before his match. But no, we don't see any like needle bumps on his back or let alone anywhere on his body. But all those muscles are in fact real. Surprisingly enough, there's not any proof, but he did say he actually considered hitting the gym and just trying to look at least as intimidating for his opponent at Danger Zone 2, and seems that Dane has taken anti-suplex City, and there it is, that hidden blade on ringside. And Dane is pretty much just having the whole arena rallying behind his back, but whatever Dane has planned to do next to Anti may just be devastating as it already is. And Dane, and now possibly on the receiving end of the absolute worst of Anti. There's the one thing that you should never do is piss off the owner of a company. And it looked like the Anti might be able to put away Dane with the Denver's own. And that is it. And Anti takes victory. It seemed that Anti is actually doing a tad bit of a callback to his indie wrestling persona, in which he is known, or from what I have said, as Anti was known as the original White Wolf. And no, not trying to be you know who, but that's literally one of his personas, and he might have planned to bring it. Wait, he now has a mic. You know what, Dane? I'll give you this. You actually fought your absolute best in this damn ring. So you know what? I'll actually give you a title match at Danger Zone. However, I cannot reveal your opponent. But all I'm saying is I will guarantee you a title match, and even if you lose that title match, you're still gonna get a title later down the road. And yes, that is coming from Anti himself, saying that he will give Dane a title match, and even if he loses that title opportunity, it won't stop Anti from giving Dane a title, no matter what it is. But how would it all play out? Well, we would just have to figure out, well, this Thursday on No Limit.